I haven't lost a single trade in the past 13 days, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it with proof, and I'm going to give you guys a full tutorial on how you can do it. What is goody, my people? We are back again with another gem. Listen, I feel like I haven't done that intro in a little while. It feels good to be back. But listen, I have a amazingly valuable, super value-packed video for you guys today. I literally have not lost a single trade in the past 13 days. I'm going to show you guys a full breakdown on how I did it. I'm going to show you guys all the trades. I'm going to show you guys the setups, the setup I look for. I'm going to break down the setup and the strategy so that you guys can use it as well this next couple weeks or month or for the rest of your trading career, because this thing is honestly overpowered. A lot of people have not talked about it. I think they're trying to gatekeep it, but I am here to break down the gate. I'm going to expose exactly how I did it and show you guys how you guys can do it for yourself. So I suggest you watch the video all the way through. Smash the like button. It's free, and it just shows that you appreciate the content. And word on the street is, if you smash the like button, you won't lose the next trade you take. I don't know who told me that. It's on the street. I don't know what street. Don't ask me what street it is, but that's the word on the street. If you smash the like button, your next trade has to hit. That's what they're saying. But in all seriousness, without further ado, let's hop into this video. I'm super excited to share it with you guys. I know we'll be able to bless a lot of people. First of all, you see my shirt here. It says one choice can save your life. It's a shirt my dad made. On the back it says accept Christ. I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was a super cool shirt. I was looking at what shirt I was going to wear for this video, and I saw this one in my closet and I never wore it before. So yeah, one choice can definitely change your life. Dope shirt if you want it. DM me on Instagram. I don't know if he's selling them, but I can get you one if you really want one. Just DM me on Instagram. It's over there or over there at Joovier_. But without further ado, let's hop into this video. So before we hop into these charts right here, I have an absolutely amazing opportunity for you guys. I've made it so you guys are able to learn everything I know about trading in every aspect, every area: crypto, DeFi, Forex, futures, all of my strategies, my indicator, everything, access to the exclusive Discord where I do daily pre-market breakdowns. You'll get all of that for over 65% off. I don't know how long this offer will last, but you guys know I love giving y'all value and I love giving y'all huge fat freaking discounts. 65% off is the first link inside the description down below. It'll also be inside the comment section down below, gemifyacademy.com. Like I said, you get access to learn every single thing I know in all aspects, all of my strategies. The same strategy I'm going to go over in here is inside that whole bundle. A bunch of things is in there. Plus you get access to the Discord, where you guys get to see me go live every single morning, and I break down all my trades for y'all, show y'all what trades I'm looking at for the day. Every single freaking day is absolutely lit. So if that's something that interests you, first link inside the description or inside the comment section down below. Over 65% off. You can't freaking beat it. But without further ado, let's hop into these freaking charts, my guy or my girl, my person, whoever the heck you is, my alien. It's 2023. You don't freaking know at this point. All right, so here we are on the charts, right? The pair that I'm going to be talking about today is NG. It works specifically. The strategy I'm going to break down and show you guys works specifically on this pair called NG. It's natural gas. You can trade it on futures. You can trade it on Forex. I suggest you trade it on a futures platform. The spread will be a lot less. So yeah, but we're trading NG today, and the strategy is going to be a strategy that I've talked about before. It is a support and resistance strategy. I call it the ultimate support and resistance strategy. It's very, very simple, yet very, very easy to use and make money from. Like I said, I have not lost a single trade in the past 13 days. I'm going to show you guys proof of that. I'm going to show you guys all the trades. I'm going to break down why I entered the trades, why I didn't trade some days. I'm going to break down everything for y'all in this video. So I suggest you guys stick to the very end so you get all the information so you can go ahead and do this for yourself tomorrow or whatever day you're about to be trading. So NG, right? All you have to do is come over here on TradingView and just type in the ticker symbol NG, right? Here, I usually do it on Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. If you guys know me, you guys know I'm big on Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. I don't really like regular candlesticks anymore, although sometimes I might use them. But Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, for me, just look so much cleaner, so much better. And all it really is just support and resistance, right? Super simple support and resistance. But it happens at a certain time in the day, and I need to see certain things for me to hop in the trades, right? I'm going to break down exactly what those are. So keep in mind, I have just one indicator on right now, which is kill zones. What this indicator does, it just shows me the trading sessions. So this white line is when New York session starts. This yellow line is when London session starts. So just keep that in mind when you see kind of these colors in the background. So let's scroll honestly all the way back to the first trade that I had taken within that 13 days. So this is it right here on August 28th. This is when I kind of started counting it, because this is when I switched over. If you guys know, on futures contracts, they switch over every month. So this is the first day that I switched over on the new month of futures contracts. And if you guys are not familiar with what that is, in my futures course, I go over the monthly contracts and all that stuff, the platforms, every single thing. But to just make things simple, every single month you just switch the pair. So it'll be NGV or NGU, depending on what month it is. So I switched over the month pair, right? So anyways, here we are. All I'm doing is looking for regular support or resistance zones, going based off of the direction of the trend and waiting for my setups to occur. It usually always happens between 6:30 and around 8:30 Central Standard Time every single morning. So if you're looking at the charts between those hours, if you have time to trade between those hours, this is kind of a guaranteed way to print money. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not none of that, but this is like a freaking money printing machine, this strategy. So this trade here, for instance, right? So I saw we were ultimately in a huge downtrend here. Then we reversed into kind of an uptrend. I didn't take any trade right here during this uptrend because it didn't give me a setup. But I saw we were in a downtrend ultimately with a short uptrend in the beginning. So I was looking at points of reversal to continue the downtrend. So I saw this zone here, which was ultimately a resistance zone, but it was previously a support zone if we draw this line across. So we had a support here where price continued to go up. Then we had it turned into a resistance zone when it finally broke down through it. And then I drew that out and I waited for it to come back up into it. And I saw here at literally 8:20, we had an entry here. It came up into our zone. I saw a candlestick of reversal. I put my sell order right here below the candlestick that wicked into the box, hopped into the trade with my stop loss right above this candlestick, and targeted these lows right down here. Super, super simple strategy. Now, the reason why this works absolutely beautifully on NG is because NG respects support and resistance zones to the freaking T. I don't know what it is, but it literally, if you put your stop loss above the high here and it reverses, if price end up coming down here and going all the way back up, it's going to continue to shoot up extremely far. It wasn't just a false break. It does not do something like it comes, breaks down, takes you out of your trade, and then goes back down into your setup. That's not what happens with NG 99% of the time. If it breaks your zone, if it breaks that last high, it's going to continue to go up crazy, and it's going to be a whole change of direction. NG, a lot of times, and I'll show you guys examples of that towards the later part of this video, but it respects zones so much that it will stop to the literal T. So for example, imagine price came and we were at a support and it stopped right here on this line. The next time it came down, it would literally stop directly on this line again, not a pip lower, not a pip higher. It does this so many times. I don't know why, but NG is, I've said this 100 million times, NG is the easiest pair to freaking trade and make money with. So that's why I went back on this and I just did a test to see how long I could go without losing. I still haven't lost yet. I'm still on a 13-day win streak. It's Saturday right now. So we'll see on Monday if that ends, but I don't think it will because I've won the past 13 freaking days. But nonetheless, let's go into another trade. The same exact thing at around the same exact time, 7 o'clock here. All I did was draw, we were in an uptrend right here. I saw a zone right here and I saw it came down towards the end of New York session this day. So I drew the zone out at 7 o'clock, literally 7 o'clock on the dot. I hopped into the trade here, went up. I targeted these highs up here, hit for a nice 2.7 to 1 risk reward ratio. I put my stop loss right below this zone right here and the trade hit. One trade a day is all I needed. I don't need to be over here taking a million trades a day, and I kind of go against myself because I literally took 3 trades this day. Well, I only took 2 trades this day. I didn't end up taking this one. I took 2 trades this day. If you guys watch one of my day in the life videos, I think it's the second day in the life video I posted. I went over all these trades, but I took these 2 trades and then I plotted this one out, but didn't end up actually taking it, but it ended up hitting on later in the day. But it's the same exact thing I literally just told you guys about. I drew a zone out. We had a break and retest. So we had a support zone here. It broke through it. It never came back up to retest this zone here. So I knew when it came back up to retest this zone, it could possibly reject off of it. So all I did was wait for price to come back into it. And it did right here, literally at 650. We had hesitation at it. I hopped into the trade, put my stop loss right above the last point it entered before I saw it starting to hesitate and reverse. I targeted these last lows down here. And keep in mind, when I'm trading any pair, really, I don't like to target the exact low, like how I could have targeted my take profit all the way down here. But sometimes the price doesn't go all the way down there. So I like to target kind of a little bit above it or below it, depending if I'm looking for a buy or sell. Super simple. Literally did the exact thing. Reverse, made my money. Now I saw I had this other zone here where price was going up and down on the 15-minute time frame. It was respecting it. And this is actually a little bit after the time I usually trade it, but I saw I'd already won for the day. I was like, hey, let me try and catch a buy off of this zone here because I was waiting for this zone for a few days, honestly. As you see, I was waiting for 3 days for it to tap into the zone. It tapped into the zone. I saw it reversing off of here. I hopped into the trade for another 2.6 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Like I said, if you guys saw that the day in the life video I did a few weeks ago, I caught both of these trades actually live on that video. So yeah. And then I had this trade here, another simple one, but this is later on in the day. I usually don't trade it later on this day. That's why I actually didn't end up taking this trade for real. I just kind of plotted it out. But it was a simple break and retest of the zone that we had here. So we had this zone here, this high that we called a sell off of. But it made a high right here, and then it ended up breaking it and coming back down to retest it, and then reversed off of it and went to the upside. So that's that trade right here. But I didn't actually take this trade, so we won't even count this trade right here. Next day, I'm literally doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, right? Same exact thing. This one is at 750 when we actually ended up entering the trade. So we saw we were coming up. We broke a zone right here, and then it broke down below it right here. Let me move this box for you guys so you guys can see a little bit clearer. We broke this box down here at around 655. It broke down all the way down to these lows right here. I figured since it broke this low and it also broke this huge support zone right here, that it would turn into kind of more of a downtrend. So I drew this box here on this last low that it made, this kind of last retracement zone it made. Going to the upside, it broke down through it. I waited for a break and retest. It came up into the zone. I saw hesitation. I hopped into the trade, stop loss right above the zone here because I knew if it took me out right here that the price was going to continue to go up. So I hopped into the trade. I just targeted these lows right here for a cool 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Same thing, different day. It's always support and resistances. That's all I'm catching on these setups. The same exact thing happened again right here on this trade. So we had a zone, kind of our London high right here zone that had multiple taps on it. It was a previous support zone that turned into resistance here, resistance here. It turned into a support because we broke above it at 7 o'clock, then came back down, tapped it. I saw it hesitating here. I waited for it to pass this white candlestick right here, this one right here. I hopped into the trade as soon as it passed it. I targeted these kind of highs slash lows right here where it kind of made a consolidation area right here. We had a tap on this same area, literally right here. So instead of targeting this whole box up here, which I could have, and the trade would have actually hit, I just was going to be safe with a cool 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio on this trade right here by targeting this kind of line right here. So that's what I ended up doing. Trade hit. And I also had this zone here. If you guys have seen me talk about support and resistance zones, if you guys have my profitable strategies course, you guys see me talk about change of direction zones and how much I love them and how high probability they are. So I had this change of direction zone. I just could not resist it on this day to trade it. It came up into this zone. And I always knew around 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, NG, natural gas, likes to reverse a little bit. So it kind of all lined up because this was close to 10 o'clock. But it came into my change of direction zone. I waited for it to go past this candlestick right here. Once it did, I hopped into the trade, stop loss right above that high of the candlestick. And I just targeted these lows down here for another 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade. These trades are all literally the same thing. I'm not doing anything different. You guys are seeing them. I'm breaking them down for you guys. This is literally all I do. Support and resistance zones. Look for key areas. Look at around that time when it's 6:30 to around 8:30 Central Standard Time. So for Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Time, just do the math on it, whatever that time is for you. And I'm just waiting for, I'm drawing out my zones at around 6:30, and I'm seeing what price does within that time frame. If it gets to any of my zones, let's say at 7:30 it gets to this zone right here. If I start to see hesitation, I will hop in a reverse off of it. That's all I'm doing. I'm drawing out my zones and waiting for price to get to my zones and seeing if there's hesitation or reversal and then hopping into it. This day right here, I did not take any trades because I had drawn out my zones and it did not give me any hesitation. It did not give me any clear sign for me to enter, so I did not trade it. But you do not have to trade every day when you're literally winning trades every single time you're trading it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not very pressed to trade every single day. If the setup occurs, the setup occurs. If it doesn't occur, it doesn't occur. So I didn't end up trading it on this day right here, which is September the 4th. The next day, it gave me another beautiful break and retest setup. I had this support zone drawn. It was the low. It was the support zone that was drawn inside the London session. So I had this zone drawn up. Price came down, broke through it, consolidated for a little bit, then came back up into it, gave me a nice reversal. I waited for price to close past the body of this candlestick right here, put my stop loss right above the wick of this candlestick, which is also above the trend line that price had made on NG. Hopped into it, nice 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I targeted the break and retest high of this zone right down here, if you see it over here. This is kind of where I went for my take profit. I could have obviously held it a little bit longer, but I was safe with that kind of entry. Or that kind of exit, and a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you can't go wrong with it. Another trade, a little same exact thing. This trade, it happened before my time I wanted. It happened around 6:10. Right, Look great. Pay before you drive. So this setup right here happened before the time zone that I've been talking about, which is like that 6:30 to 8:30 time. So this happened at around 6:10. It tapped into this kind of zone I'd drawn out. So I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't end up actually trading this day at all. You just have to be able to stick to your rules when you're trading this strategy on NG. And that's really all I did. I didn't end up trading it. Obviously, it could have been a super banger of a trade because it dropped down drastically. I could have made a bunch of money, but hey, you win some, you lose some, and you miss out on others. But the next day, it came into that literal zone. So that same zone I had that I wasn't able to trade the other day, it shot up into it the next day. This is a little bit later on in the day. This is a high probability zone for me because it had a huge drop off of it. That's the only reason I traded it outside of that time that I've been talking about. But it came down into it. I waited for the hesitation. It hesitated on this candlestick right here, but I didn't like this huge wick to the upside. This is also during news. NG has news every single Thursday. So it wicked up into it around that news time, but then it consolidated on it. And as soon as I saw the weakness of the buyers kind of showing, and I saw some sellers coming into the market, I waited for it to close below this candlestick right here. I put my stop loss right above the highest point that I ever went when it tapped into our zone here. And I just targeted, honestly, this wick down here. So I targeted this wick instead of this wick and this wick just because I wanted to be a little bit safer. And I was happy with a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. A lot of the trades I'm taking are at least a 2-to-1. Most of the time, they're like a 2.5 or 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio with NG. So that's why I took this trade right here. The next day, I didn't take any trades. I had this zone drawn up. Well, I had 2 zones drawn up. So I had this one that we had drawn up a few days ago, and price did not touch it. It literally went up to it and didn't end up actually touching it, so I did not trade it. Same thing, I had this zone drawn out, the London low. It literally went up to it, got close to it. It didn't tap into it. I like for price to at least get like a little bit into it, probably like somewhere around here into my zones. Not so much. It doesn't need to get halfway into my zones, but I just need it to. I need to tickle my zones a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That sounds very weird. Let's forget I said that. Let's forget I said that. But it tapped it a little bit. It didn't tap it at all, actually. So I didn't end up taking this trade at all. I didn't trade this day at all. And that was actually on Friday. So I just went through all the trades. I didn't hide a single thing. I showed y'all everything every setup I traded the past 13 days. I have not lost a single one in the past 13 days with this simple support and resistance strategy on the pair NG. I showed you guys why I took the trades, how I found the support and resistance zone. So if you watch through this whole video, you now are in the mind of Joovier when it comes to NG. You should be able to watch this video back as many times as you need to be able to take and find these same exact setups in the market every day when it comes to NG. But that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are able to understand and see the value in this strategy and how I've been able to use it to make an insane amount of money the past couple weeks trading just NG. It's been absolutely amazing. I've talked about NG before. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which I highly suggest you guys do over there at Joovier_. I really got to figure out what side it's on, but I don't think I ever will. But if you follow me on Instagram, y'all see me talk about it all the time, posting about it, freaking at this point making love songs about NG because she just treats me so freaking good. Don't tell my wife I just said that. But yeah, hopefully y'all see the value, because this thing is a beast. This thing is a money printer for sure. But if y'all enjoyed this video and saw value, I highly would appreciate it. I would appreciate it highly. I would just appreciate it a lot, man, if you smashed the like button and subscribed. The channel has been blowing up recently, and I'm just extremely grateful to y'all, you know what I'm saying? But if you subscribe and hit that like button, word on the street, like I said in the beginning of this video, is that you will win your next trade. Don't hold me to that, and don't sue me if you don't. Also, remember, you guys can get access to learn everything I know about trading for 65% off. I keep forgetting the 5. You guys can learn everything I know about trading for over 60% off. Use the link in the description down below, or inside the comment section down below, and you'll get access to all of that. This strategy is in there, more depth with a bunch of more examples as well inside of the strategies course that's included with the bundle. Plus, you'll get to learn about futures, which is the preferred platform when trading this pair specifically. You get to learn about futures, Forex, crypto, DeFi, passive income. You get my indicator. You get everything for over 65% off. It's absolutely amazing. So like I said, first link inside the description down below. And yeah, that's for about it. That's the end of this freaking video. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to that Lamborghini that you post and you tag me on your story saying NG paid for this and Joovier is the GOAT. I look forward to all of that. You know what I'm saying? I wish you all the best. Good looking on your trades. Good looking on your crypto. Good luck on trading NG and making freaking bands. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I know for a fact, actually, like, don't ask how I know this, but I know you will enjoy this video right here. This video right here, if you enjoyed this one right here is gonna make you rethink your entire life. This is going to inspire you, motivate you, and educate you beyond your wildest beliefs. So I'm gonna see you in there.